Hello, we're back. I'm with Matt Moon, who is the band music instructor at Pikeville High School.
From Pike County Central.
Pike County Central. And you've got a couple of projects, so why don't you describe what you're doing and why did you come up with the idea to do them?
Yeah, absolutely. I have two grant projects. One of them is called Smart Music for Smart Students. And this project is a way to try to individualize instruction in the large band setting. Many times in a high school band and those large ensemble settings, I have 60 students with various instruments played various ways. There are also freshmen through seniors in that class, so the ability level of the group is so vast and varied with the individuals. And so many times as music teachers, we approach the group as a whole in a holistic way and just try to move them forward. Smart Music for Smart Students is utilizing a technology, a subscription-based technology, and using that to try to improve individual student performance and really focus in on individuals.
Okay, and so you have two projects, and so that's
the first of the projects. Yes.
Okay, and then what's the second one?
The second project is I geared it toward a general music class.
Okay.
Because we teach those as well, and most of the time the students in the general music classes are there because they need an art credit to graduate, and they haven't taken a specialty like art or music, choir, band, those things. So they're in those classes, and the project I chose was to do a recording thing with them, to teach them to use technology and more hands-on. Those students don't want to learn about Mozart. They don't want to. They don't feel connected to it. So this hands-on approach, what they're actually learning is to do live sound, to run live sound at events like this, and to record those sounds. So they're learning about the mixer, they're learning which chords go where, how to plug in this to where, how monitoring and speakers work, and the technical aspect of live sound reinforcement. Also, people in our area, we don't have a great deal of people trained in that. So this could help them, find a niche.
Yeah, so it could lead to a job down the line for them.
Yeah, it absolutely could. And in fact, most of the churches in the area have sound systems of some sort, and some are not ran very effectively, and some are. So they would be able to give back to the community in that way.
Yep. And we have such strong music traditions in our region, so you would think that there's some potential there.
Absolutely. And it's shocking. One of our in our school, when we would hire for larger events, we would hire a sound company to come in and do the live reinforcement. One of the sound men they bring in for this lives 2 hours away. I believe our sound today came from London, I believe, a few hours away. So, locally we can train these students and they could work in the field.
Have you gotten into the project far enough in order to see how the students are reacting to it?
Right, we're at the beginning stage of both the projects, but that one particularly. We did have recently, I split them up into groups and assigned this group to the chords, this group to the microphone placement, this group to the mixer, this group to the speaker placement. And so what we'll do that project 4 times, and those groups will rotate. So each one of them gets their hands on a specific piece of equipment, so they learn how that specific piece of equipment runs within that 15-minute period. It was fun to watch. Their mic placement was interesting, and their monitors were pointed toward the audience instead of toward the musician. So they're learning through trial and error how to do that. But they seem to be involved.
An observation that I will make is that many years ago it seemed like you had more band programs in the region and a larger number of students in the bands.
Right.
And as we know, there's so many other competing forces, so it seems like it is challenging to really get students sometimes engaged in formal band programs. Is that the case, and is this a way to help deal with that?
That is absolutely the case. Throughout the region of Eastern Kentucky, the band numbers, performing ensemble numbers has gone down over the years. I think we're experiencing a little bit of an upswing right now, which is pretty exciting. Some of the programs in the area are coming back, and people are missing it and wanting to get that back in their schools. And there are various
Yeah.
onslaught of reasons, especially time and students
Yeah.
being pulled in various directions. One of the aspects, one of those variables that could be addressed by the Smart Music program is that I believe that if you're successful in something as an individual, that you crave to become successful and more successful and more successful. So what that program allows is that they're individually growing. It's like a game. It gives them immediate feedback. It gives them a score. They try to go to the next level. They try to go to the next level. They try to go to the next level. And eventually they become better. So I do believe that quality and success will lead to future involvement in music.
Okay.
Continued.
Well, you're doing a great job, Matt. So I want to thank you for what you're doing, and then also thank you for being on our program.
Thank
So
you very
appreciate
much.
Appreciate it.
Talking
Thank
with you
you.
today.
Bye.